Hey, 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 this is your recap Aunty. Hey, y'all. Hey, this is Shar. Welcome to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello. Whoo, we are here, baby. We are here to see another wonderful day. To recap, episode number 130, 130 of Beyond the Gates. Yes, I am here to do a full recap of what pops. Because y'all know some stuff that falls in the cracks. But I talk about everything on this show from beginning to end, from the rooter to the tutor. I do it. Whew, okay. Y'all really liked yesterday's video, didn't you? That thing almost got 500 views within 24 hours. I ain't never had that many in one day. So thank y'all so much. And also, y'all know I don't ask. I don't ask y'all for Nathan. I just love that new word. I don't ask y'all for Nathan. So you already saw the like, comment, subscribe. If you choose to like this video, if you like it, okay, you will see something that's going to pop up in your comment section that says boost this video. Like, give me some points to boost me, baby, boost me, baby, boost me, hey, boost me with your. I forgot who sing that. No, 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 no. Is it Sam and Dave? Powerful lover. Ooh, with me. I can't remember. Do me, baby. Do me. I know James might know it. Somebody out know this old song. But anyway, boost me, y'all. Boost me, because that gets more eyes and more people on my video. So if they choose to subscribe, then y'all help me do it, right? So not only do you thumbs it up, but if you feel led, honey, by whatever spirit that leads you, go ahead and boost Recap Auntie, all right? Boost me, okay? And now we're gonna see us pop, crackle, and snap all over the place. So anyway, thank y'all for coming by. We are about to recap episode number 130 on Beyond the Gates. Also, if you say anything at the bottom of this video, I will read it in my Front Porch Talk series. I read your words and I react to them real time. So I'm reading and talking. It's going to be a little late this week because those of you who know, I am in a show. We open on Friday. It's Hell Week. It's Tech Week. So I do, I stay at rehearsal late, baby. Get home late, talk to the boo on the phone for a while, so I'll be tired. But I will definitely get the front porch because I know in the last and also just so that I could keep the engagement up so that YouTube wouldn't know that I'm just neglecting my people. Y'all might have seen that I have been reacting and commenting to you. Some comments, but not all, but some I have. Not to say that I didn't want to react to or comment to everybody, but some I did in between me working. So, but when I do the recap, when I do the full, sorry, I'm sleepy. When I do the full front porch, I read everybody's comment and I will thumbs it up and put a heart on it. Okay. All right. But I need for y'all to boost me. I think that's the only reason why I started getting the boost because I started commenting on everybody's, or most people's, comments. So I'm trying to get this channel to grow. I cannot wait for it to grow. And I'm working on some things behind the scenes. So yeah, yeah. And I do have membership too. So if you're interested in doing that, go on over there. I might start doing some private stuff for the members. Like, if I have any sneak peek of some BTG's tea that pops up for the week, I will probably send it, let my members see it. So if you ain't no member, you just get the rest of the recaps like everybody else, and the front porch talk. Even that, as we grow, we might have to kind of work through that, the front porch. But anyway, stop talking, Shaw. Shut your fucking mouth. Oh, I cuss. Just so that you know, I cuss. CUSS. So if you got sensitive ears and your ears are Mary had a little lamb and they not no big bad wolf, then you might want to traipse your behind over there to somebody else's channel who will give you a review. They ain't gonna give you no recap. They're just gonna give you a review of the show. Okay. I give my shit is like at least an hour minimum. Okay. So if you don't want to hear all that cussing and colorful language, I thank you for coming by, but you always have a home, on another channel. No tea, no shade. It's just truth. All right. All right. I think I've been talking way too damn long. It's going on 5 minutes. So let me go ahead and press this play button on this computer. And already I see that we are at the palace. I tell you, Nicole is a bad dresser, honey. I just love that satin top she has on, that long pencil skirt with the split down the middle, the belt. If you ever want to find out what these ladies and gentlemen are wearing on the show, you can always go to the website that's called What They Wore on TV, and it'll tell you exactly what they had on and who the vendor is and everything else. So just to, put that out there. And if you want to smell good, look in my comment section below, my description section below. There's this honey oud perfume that's getting all the men chasing all the women. So I tried it, and believe it, I had at least 2 men chase me this week. And I have a happily wonderful relationship with my man. But it's good to know that you still smell good and the men like it. And it's actually no, it's not unisex. That's not unisex. But anyway, honeys, women, it's almost a holiday season. You want to spend a little $18 to $20 on a good perfume that smells good, make you smell like honey. Smell like honey. Yeah. Go in on down there and get that perfume from Amazon if you still have shopping on there. I sure do. I ain't trying to go to no Walmart like I did the other day and got chased the fuck down. Anyway, all right, let's go and get to this show, honey. Let's see what Nicole is talking about with her plate in her hand. All right, let's go. Are we toasting to you and Daddy killing Leslie's membership? I guess they get ready to do a toast. And to Gabe Froman and the rest of the country club board for seeing the same reason. That's what Anita tells her. I mean, y'all is looking so pretty. Oh, I wish I could see Leslie's face when she finds out that membership, that country membership that she liked to flaunt, honey, has disappeared just as fast as she brought that shit. Say that, Nicole. So they can make them some martinis, honey, with the little olives on there. Okay. Have I ever had that before? Nope. I have to try that someday soon. Yeah, your pappy may be retired, but he is always happy to whip out his negotiation skills to help out family. All right, Anita. What else he like to whip out, girl? And I'm so thankful for you and Daddy, because I can bear staring at that fucking Leslie's face over the foam of my latte every damn morning. You better have a foam latte, honey. That's rich talk. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Nicole. Anita says, I hope that we could do the same shit with the homeowners association. Yeah, like I said, let her fuck up y'all that damn house and build a damn moat to make it make it to a fucking house. She's still our new neighbor, and she goes over to the balcony of that little French doors across the street. So she's looking over there. So apparently she's literally, I thought she might have been across the street from the front door. No, honey, she's across the street in the back. Nicole says the only thing worse than her moving in right away is the fucking nightmare of you having to live with a complete rebuild across the damn street. Well, Vernon's in the study right now trying to work another miracle. Go ahead, Vernon. Twiddle that little wizard wand of yours, baby. I know you working on something. Uh-oh. We find out that he's on a Zoom with Bill. Oh, shit. When I tell you they are always using Bill's ass, and Bill be like, I gladly oblige. He might complain about that shit, but Bill will show up every fucking time that man needs him. I can't wait till they bring in Bill's father. I wonder is that the other actor or familiar face that's going to come on, Bill's father. I hope, well, it might not be Oba Babatunde. I think that he was good because remember he played as Danny's father on Bold and the Beautiful years ago. But Bill always shows the fuck up. And Nicole, her hating ass. I mean, what can he do? Remember, see, Bill is always the fucking fixer, Nicole. Please don't ever forget that. You're my boo with your green eyes and stuff. But girl, Bill is the fixer, not you. Okay? You just be wanting to choke the fuck out of people. No, that's not how we need to handle things. It need to be handled with a level mind. So Anita says, if the permits are delayed long enough, maybe Leslie's ass would get bored with acting as if life is an endless episode of keeping up with the Duprees. I like that. I like that. Whoever wrote that, y'all better write. Let me put my fucking glasses on because I've been damn reading the wrong words on this damn screen. Two, knocking down that scheme and praying that Leslie hasn't already thought of another idea to screw with us. No, baby. She thought of an idea to screw with him. And baby, we wake up at the hotel in the sheets, honey, with all that chocolate skin and Godiva and her. She just wrapped all in the sheets. And she got that hand on his chest. It's Leslie, honey, Aunty. And she just smiling, baby. He laying there like, what the fuck? Wakey, wakey, teddy bear. And she kissed on his chest, and he looking like, ooh, his chest look all swole with his gold chain on it. All right, they played the bop. Normally the bop don't come in till like almost 3 minutes into the show. They ain't even let it do a good 2 minutes. Okay, I feel you. So we had Orphy Jeans, honey, with June and her head wrapped up, and so she gives Naomi and Jacob two specials, loves. Okay, go ahead, June. I want to call that baby Jean. June, honey. June. I mean, thanks, June, Jacob says. Naomi was like, thanks, boo girl, but we didn't order these. I know, but the last order got lost in the shuffle, and you've been waiting way too long. Okay, so we showing June. I'm looking at this fucking menu over her right shoulder. Now, y'all got it real damn blurry. I see the potato salad. I don't know what that is underneath, but I got my glasses on. It's still fucking blurry. But I want to see what's on this damn menu. Y'all been waiting too damn long. These is on the house. Jacob was like, well, I'm sure there's somebody else that's waiting on these, right, honey? You know? She says, I already put their orders in, honey, already again. Okay, June, you better be all on top of it, boo. So she skedaddles and leaves, and so he was about to eat. Jacob was about to fuck that food up. And so Naomi was like, look, baby, wait. We can find out who ordered these foods and deliver it to them again. I mean, unless they like cold burgers, boo. I don't think they'll want that shit. So June over there talking to some lady. I could have been that actress. Uh, don't tell me, girl, right? Pisces, right? And the lady like, wow, you know my Pisces. She said, how'd you know? And then June says, girl, you just give me like that Pisces energy, you know? And you're also giving that you want a chocolate milkshake and a supreme burger. I know, girl. Am I right? And she skedaddled again. And the lady pointed her to her like, bitch, that's not what I want. I want a salad. I'm sorry. Naomi and Jacob were looking across the other side of the damn restaurant. So Naomi sees her. She's like, wow, that girl is getting the hang of it. Shit, Jacob was like, I hope so. Damn. So we're back at the Red Door. And we're back with Samantha and her pops, Martin. And he's like, look, bitch, we haven't tabled that conversation about you almost knocking the boots for old Shorty. He was like, look, doing the doochie, oochie, coochie, la, la, la. That's a big deal, honey. And she was like, duh, I do think that I realized that already. So he says he also agrees that she does have more than two adults in her life that she could talk to, about Nathan's ass. Almost she could talk to almost about them. Especially when those almost moments might turn into an ouch. Especially if that's your first time. Or lovely, just like Sense. Cynthia. So he named a list of people like Grandma, Cat, your mammy. She could talk to any female. He said if she chooses to, though. Thanks, she says. I think it'd really be good for me to talk to her about, I like girl things. So we find out that she really does have a lot of questions about her mammy, so she really, really wants to get to know her. That damn Tyrell comes down the stairs, honey, with his daddy. He was like, look, that's the reason why you ain't want to talk to me. Y'all want to let her back in, damn it. We only just wanted to give her one time face to face, Samantha. We weren't trying to build no fucking relationship with that bitch. Calm down, Tyrell. What the fuck? Calm the fuck down. He looked mad too. We need to stay far away from our mammy as possible. And there's just a flurring, baby, that little mole on his lip just a jumping. Whew, teenagers, honey. Shit, Samantha was like, look, nigga, you don't get to decide what I do with my mammy, all right? And Mark was like, look, both of y'all chill the fuck out, all right? Temperature's down, okay? So Smitty was like, look, hear your sister out, all right? This ain't like you. So Tyrell was like, man, look, this feels like the upside down. Tyrell, when I tell you, baby boy, life today feels like the upside fucking down, all right? He continues to say, I remember sitting in that cold ass apartment when June's ass forgot to pay the electric bill. And when it felt like when they were starving, when she would leave their ass for days. And he says definitely how it felt when she knew she was gone for good. Okay, Samantha says something deep. She said, I ain't asking her ass to be my mammy again. I'm just asking her to be in my life. Which is fair. This nigga says, how? What, by smoke signals, bitch? You don't even know where the fuck she live. Damn, he cold. He was like, well, all she know, honey, she might be back on damn drugs. And so Samantha was like, how do you know that? You don't even know. He said, look, at least take the time to find out. He got even more pissed about the fact that she didn't talk to him about that. You got to never to talk to these strangers. We blood. We kin. So she was like, well, I mean, Tyrell, me seeing June ain't about you, nigga. He was like, now I'm supposed to hide every time she comes here. That's not what I meant. It's just that you don't run things. I don't want her ass here. Dad and Pop don't want her here. Majority rules means that she does not bring her ass back to this house, this red door. You hear me? Okay, Smitty says. Now, we don't talk to each other like that. You hear me? Right. I am not here for it, Samantha said. So she skedaddles upstairs and he goes behind her. Terrell does. So Smitty was going to go up there too. So Martin was like, look, this ain't something we can fix for them. All right, boo? Mm-mm. It's their mammy. So, honey, we been get back at Orphy Jeans, and so June is standing at the damn lady's table that she thought who was a Pisces, and that lady was like, bitch, this ain't the burger." June, her lying ass, talking about, "Well, I realized that you was actually giving omelet energy." So we get back to Naomi and Jacob's table, and Jacob's like, "Well, she does have swagger." So Naomi was like, "I can't tell if the customer agrees with her or not." So Jacob's phone buzzes. This is the station. Naomi was like, "I'll be here pretending like this food doesn't taste like it's fresh out the refrigerator." Okay, so we got another speaking person. His name is Eric. He big light skinned dude. So he comes and talks to Naomi, and so he taps her on the back, and she says, "Oh, Eric, honey, thank you again for giving June a chance. Let's see what Eric's saying. We better see that fucking menu behind Eric's back." He said, "We've always appreciated the Dupree's business." He said, "Okay, we got chicken fried steak for $11.99. Okay, I'm gonna imagine that the second thing on that menu is like a what's that? Chesapeake? I don't know. It better be no crab boil. What's behind? Okay, we see the chicken fried steak. All right. Come on, Eric, get out the way so I can see that menu. And June being a personal project of yours. Okay, it said, yeah, I said Chesapeake style omelet. Is that what it is? What's a Chesapeake style omelet? Cause I know, child, what crab and stuff. I don't know, girl. So Eric continues on and tells Naomi that the reason why, she's a project of theirs is the reason why they brought her in there to have that job. Shit, Eric was like, but for real, can we talk about how this project is progressing? So we're back at the palace with Naomi talking with her mammy. I'm not Naomi, Nicole. Y'all, I have to wake the fuck up, okay? I'm tired. Y'all, please excuse me. Nicole talking to her mother, Anita. She says, "We are creatures of habit." So I guess Nicole's feet was hurting, honey. So she took off her heels. And so Anita says, "How so?" "We fall back into the same patterns, even when they blow up in our faces," Nicole said. "Daddy's on the phone with Bill. And with everything that happened with Martin's situation, how is he still our fixer? Because he is. You thought you could trip your ass over there to Bill's and tell him who you are? No, they know who the real fixer is. It ain't you." "Well, I suppose that your daddy and I were hoping we wouldn't be in any further need of Bill's assistance. But the hits, honey, just keep on coming." Nicole says, "Meanwhile, Bill, honey, is still somehow running this shit show." Anita was like, "Sweetheart, where's this train going, honey?" Nicole says she cannot stop thinking about what we did to Ted. Yeah, y'all mess with his psyche. Yeah, that was ugly. "We followed Bill's twisted leads and like placing bets on my divorce like it was some type of fucking game." "Honey, your soon to be ex-husband had that reckoning coming. Especially after that grand gesture to lure Leslie away from buying the Jarvis's home. Turned into a pathetic last gasp. I mean, I just can't help wondering if we just went a little bit too far. Nicole." So we back in the bed, baby. All of us in the bed with Ted and Dana. He was like, "Dana," she said, "Try, Dana, you were amazing." "Dana, ooh, your body is as banging as I remember." Dana, stop," he says. "I have been wanting this night for years."
He says, Dana, stop. No, go ahead, Romeo. Tell me, honey. I'm listening. And she's taking those fingernails, honey, and just slightly rubbing his chest. Okay, look. Okay. He says, if you're looking for some type of declaration, look, just know what, she said. Wait a minute. You know what? We deserve something more fitting of this moment. Dana, please. And she just goes on and on like she don't hear him. You know what we deserve, honey? Yeah, you know what we deserve? We deserve something that is so good. With her nonstop talking ass. When I tell you she knows how to talk herself into a hole, she just does not know when to shut the fuck up. She really doesn't. Shut up, girl. We deserve a round two. What makes me wonder if they did anything? Because if it's a man who's really drunk, I hope that he passed out. I hope that they didn't fuck. I really do hope that they didn't do anything. I really do. Hopefully he passed on her ass and she just makes it seem like they did something and they actually didn't. So that's why she wants a round two. To make sure he's sober, he's up, he's awake. If we do it this time, it'd be for real, for real. And she grabbed him and kissed him, and he didn't try to push her off. And we hear I bet you that's Eva. And it's Eva. Ty, are you in there? I need to talk. And so Leslie looking at him like, bitch, I'm not going nowhere. I'm not hiding. I ain't going. So he was going to put his hand over Leslie's mouth. That's the last thing that Leslie finna do is hide what they did. And he put his hand over his own mouth. So we're back at the palace. So Anita says, for which transgression were you too hard on Tad? The lying, the cheating, the secret love child, or the ex-mistress with a penchant for attempted murder? Well, if I had to choose one, it would be when Leslie returned to town and Ted's solution was to keep lying to me. He even tried to pay her off. That money gave her more power. Unfortunately, yes, Nicole says. I mean, how could Ted do this to me? He left me vulnerable to a woman that he knew was fucking vindictive. And the ultimate horror was all the rumors and all the whispers that I've had to endure since that night. He turned me into poor Nicole in the eyes of the entire community of Fairmont Crest. I have never been that bitch. Anita was like, no, you have not, honey. But sweetheart, this is all water under the bridge. So, why are you revisiting it? Because Ted was gutted when he was served with those divorce papers. And honestly, if Leslie wasn't still lurking, I'd probably would have given us another chance. Oh, Nicole. Damn, Ted, damn. But letting him into my life means opening the door to her too, right? Well, honey, self-preservation has never been a fault, Anita says. And what goes on in that man's mind and heart is no longer of your concern. Isn't it, Mama? We promised each other forever, Mother. And the one thing I know for sure, Ted still loves me. Oh, here we go. She says when he tells her that he hasn't seen or slept with Leslie since she left town all those years ago, I believe him. Y'all is trash, BTG writers for writing for writing that line. Y'all is fucking trash. Anita says, so what are you saying? Bitch, I love that necklace she got on, honey. Mm-mm-mm. When I hold the weight of the pain that I felt for a few weeks against the weight of a lifetime together, maybe I owe us one final, honest chance before letting go. And we all know that Leslie's ass is going to traipse her pussy over right over there and rub it in Nicole's face that she fucked her husband. We all know that. That's going to be buried in that moat that she finna finna build. Girl, that ain't, don't even get our hopes up, y'all. Y'all know what's going to happen. So we're back at the hotel and we still hear Eva knocking. So Ted puts his hand over Leslie's mouth, said, and so she takes it off like, oh God, at least give a girl some warning if you're trying to play rough, boy. Shit. I want one of those little safe words like peaches. Hey, Tama, okay, we don't want Eva to know what just happened. Yes, you do. Tell her, Leslie. Tell Eva. And all these damn secrets. Tell her, Leslie. I want you to tell her. Please tell her. So she's like, wait a minute. We don't want her to know that her mother and father, who made her, made love. What kind of shit does that make? If y'all hear me snorting at the end of one of these audios, please forgive me. I'm having some like little sinus issues. This, I don't know if it's a change in the weather. Just been sneezing every time I put you on pause. I'm got you tickle tickle bitchy god. So y'all excuse me, okay? Back to the show. I mean, that ain't something you would keep a secret. She said. She's like, shit. That shit should be on our billboard. He's like, okay. Look, can we just please? Can we just please just be real for a minute, okay? I mean, what's more real than Eva knowing that her mammy and her pappy got back together? God almighty. They said ain't nothing like a crazy cat. Pussycat. But this lady just took one night and just think that they are just back together, honey. They just back together. I hope that they didn't do anything. I hope that she faked it. They need to bring another man in her place, in her face, to replace Ted so she could take her distractions off of him. That's the only way you can get rid of her ass, is to bring another fine man, hit on her, and then she'll be good. I mean, that's what every kid wants, right? Girl, would let him go back to his wife. Okay, look, Dana, we are not getting back together, okay? That will never happen. He's just too calm for me. I don't like his demeanor. His demeanor is not like very convincing that they won't be getting back together. It's just too, like, okay, what pair of shoes am I wearing today? What am I eating for lunch? It's just very just She said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, gee." And she looks under the covers. Ooh, well, somebody's still naked from what I see. I can't stand it when she used that voice, but I love using it on here. Oh, and I also heard you calling my name. Say my name. Say my name. Oh, and over and over. Oh, honey, you kept saying that I like it. Oh, and I like it. So, please explain that to me. He's like, okay, look. Okay, look. That was a moment in time, all right? Not to be repeated, all right? I was drunk and you were there, okay? We got a past. You're still a beautiful woman. Why did you say that, Ted? We have chemistry. We have history, okay? But you're not my woman and I'm not your man, okay? That shit shouldn't have happened. Oh, shit, I should have been stronger. I don't know if you're still in denial, she said, and trying to claim the high and mighty Princess Nicole. But I would bet my fortune that you ain't never had nothing like we just had with her ass. Okay, look. I don't want to confuse things, and I don't want to confuse you. I can hear like some background noise. Like I said, those microphones that they use there, it's very, very, very sensitive. I had to put that on pause to sneeze. It's very sensitive. I can hear like these little pink headsets that I got from Amazon, baby. These things are so sensitive, but I can hear like background noise unless it's Eva out there banging on the door. But I can definitely hear a lot of background noise. He continues on and says that nothing is changing between them. Nicole is still the love of his life. He said, "You're just, She's like, "Wait a minute. Oh, what? I'm just some little messy side piece for you." Yes. Is that what I am? I'm a messy, hot one. Yeah, y'all are in y'all fucking 40s, almost 50, and you can't take the fact that this nigga is. Girl, this is something like a teenager would use, maybe in her 20s, maybe 30s. Girl, but you in your late 40s, and you sitting here acting like you. Okay, this is no because I'll be 55 next year, so please don't come for me. But yeah, I guess some people will confuse fucking for being for real. So it's like I get it, but girl, you grown and rich. And Miss Nicole, who you claim is so perfect, she's cold. I don't think Ted has ever called Nicole perfect. She's the love of his life, but he's never called her perfect. You're the one that calls her perfect. And again, just because she's rich, that doesn't make her not to be naive and stupid. So I'm just talking, y'all. Y'all know I'm just talking. Excuse my nose, y'all. Ooh. Ugh. He says, "I love her, okay? This shit right here was a mistake. Wait a minute, this Ted? Oh no, nigga, you have reached a new level." He said, "Look, I own my fucking part, alright? This nigga has asked the ultimate question, which we all know ain't gonna be fucking true. He says, can we please keep this between us?" Okay. She said, "Well, even now, you still don't give a fuck about my feelings." No, he don't. And I want you to go tell it. Leslie, if I ain't never agree with you on nothing else, baby, I want you to go and tell the world. I really do. I want you to tell Eva. I want you to tell damn Nicole. I want you to tell the Duprees. I want you to buy a damn billboard and put that up there. I want you to tell Kat. I want you to tell everybody because it's going to take Ted a lot to get back into the good graces of that family, and he's gonna have to work for that shit. Oh, you can think about this her. Oh, you can think about this what she is thinking. Are you just getting this girl? You really thought giving him up that kitty cat was going to change his mind and say, "Oh, girl, I want you. I love you." No. What is she going to say when she finds out what I did? That's all you're thinking about. You know what? You don't got nothing to worry about because I'm definitely not going to share this moment of how low I finally sunk. No, not this moment, not that particular moment of them talking. No, but she gonna talk about the moment that happened prior to this talking. And he better not say, "Dana, I'm sorry." He looking at her like he talking about he gonna say, "I'm sorry, Nick." You better not apologize. And he said exactly what the fuck I thought he was gonna say. "Look, Dana, I know you don't believe me, but I am really sorry. Keep your sorry, nigga." So she's sitting there looking at his clothes while he gets up naked and goes, you know, get dressed, I guess. So she gonna do something. If that's the lowest that she's been hurt, oh, she's gonna retaliate. Of course, she's gonna do something to Nicole and them. But Eva is still knocking on the door. Tad, we really need to talk. Girl, you just fussed him out like less than 24 hours ago. And how do you know he's there or not there? I mean, and so she leaves. Anyway, we back at Tyrell and Samantha. He said he's been looking for her all over that big ass brownstone, honey. And the only places she decided to hide was in his room, girl. If they pop in this conversation, I'll say something. If not, next scene, baby. So she pretty much tells him that, look, we're changing, we're growing up, and sometimes we need more than each other. Okay, yeah. When we was little, yeah, we only had each other. Now we have a whole world of people that we can run to. We also have our mother back in our life. So sometimes, I mean, I need somebody else other than you. And you got to deal with that shit. So we're back downstairs with Smitty and Martin. So Smitty pretty much is like, look, she's what's going on with her. So Martin just pretty much says, like, look, she's noticing that she's an only woman in a house full of men, and so she's needing more than just us to help her, right? Is this about that boy Nathan? That's what Smitty was like. Yeah, um, he's a symptom, but he's not necessarily the cause. So, Smitty goes on. Well, Martin tells him, like, look, we need to make sure that she gets all the support that she needs. And Smitty's like, well, we need to make sure that we're going to be there for her on every area, emotionally, all of that, because we are her fucking parents, not June. Martin just reassures Smitty that, look, our daughter is not talking about replacing our voices with June's voice. She's just talking about adding June's voice to the situation because we all niggas up in here. Ain't no females. And just talking to her grandmother what the fuck she's going through. Kat is busy running around make sure her cousin who just got kidnapped is cool. I need to talk to somebody. And I want to talk to my mom. Yeah. Smitty still don't get it. He was like, look, everything Martin says, everything that we had to do for our children when they came into our life was that we had to make sure that they never even missed the fact that they were loved. Especially if they, missed out on that shit when they was younger. And so Smitty was like, shit, they missed out on that shit because the mammy was missing. It ain't had nothing to do with us because her ass walked out on them. So Martin says, look, Smitty, we do believe in redemption, all right? Naomi says that, June is getting better. She has a new job. And so Smitty was like, shit, that don't mean shit. That don't mean that bitch is equipped to teach our daughter how to do anything. Well, neither are you, Smitty. Neither are you, darling. She needs a female person in her life. Maybe not June, maybe Naomi, maybe Kat, other women in the family. But I do understand his point of view, but you can't equip her to be the woman that she's growing to be, my love. You just can't. And he was like, adding June to their lives, okay, means that they can have more love and more understanding, not less. So Smitty wants to go upstairs, and so Martin was like, I know you want to go up there. And Smitty said, well, look, our daughter needs us, needs me. And he was like, Martin was like, look, honey, before they had us, they had each other. All right. They just need to figure this shit out on their own. All right. Before we are invited in. That is so true. Okay, Martin. Like I said, I like this softer Martin. It's so refreshing. It's good to not see him so angry and reading in the reading room. All right, pretty much Smitty was like, "Wow, before the kids came in, I wanted, you acting like how you used to act before they came into our lives. You were locked in, you were focused." And he was like, "Yeah, you didn't think I could change." That's what Martin says. Like, for so long I've been wanting it, and now it looks like it's here. And so Martin was like, "And that still ain't enough, is it?" Not for Smitty's old stubborn ass. Some stubborn people on here. Who are the stubborn people? It's Smitty, Nicole. Who else is stubborn? I can't think. If you could think of any other stubborn characters, let me know. But those them two, honey, they ain't budging. I mean, I'm surprised Nicole is budging a little bit because of how they piled on top of him. But he had to look like he was the victim before Nicole noticed how vulnerable he seemed. Yeah. Not now, honey. It's a precious moment between Martin and Smitty. I'm not gonna go through all of that. It's just that they both miss the vulnerabilities, the trust that they had, and of course, Martin was the one that fucked that up, and he wants it back. He misses it. He says unconditional love was their mantra, and he wished that he could have undo what he did. It was really good. I'm not going through that anyway. We back upstairs with the kids. They go probably talk about whether or not it's a good idea with June and blah blah blah. This might be a real short video, but whatever pops, I'll talk. If not, then next. So he still don't understand why you want to talk to this lady who left us. And she was like, "Look, this isn't about y'all. It's about me, okay? The choices that I make with June is not going to replace you guys in my life, okay?" And then she gave the little poem like one of these things are not like the other. Yeah, that's a whole what Sesame Street, whenever electric company type of thing. Yeah. So of course Tyrell don't know what the fuck that means. He was like, "What that mean?" She's like, "If you haven't noticed, I'm a girl, Tyrell." He was like, "So what?" She's like, "Look, it just means that there are some things that I deal with that you guys don't. Like a period, She didn't say that, but you know what women deal with that men don't. And so you do need a female that can help you through it. So yeah. So she was like, "There's some things that I want to talk about that I can't talk to you guys about, and you guys don't know how to help me." He's like, "Well, you could talk to great grand and gran and auntie and Chelsea and Cat," and he named all the women in the family. Yeah, she could. Right. And Samantha was like, "What the fuck am I supposed to do? Ask Chelsea to take a break from being kidnapped so I could talk to her about some boys?" And then talk to Kat about periods and cramps, honey, while she's trying to run Chelsea Cat by herself. Right. I just said that, didn't I? I can't go to them every time. He was like, "Every time what?" She's like, "Look, never mind." He was like, "Wait the fuck a minute. Is this about that Nathan nigga?" That's what he said. She's like, "I ain't never say that." He was like, "That's why." He's like, "What's up with the fucking double standards, huh? Look, I told you everything about me and Jessica. You could talk to me, all right?" He was like, "Even if it's awkward." She was like, "I don't want it to be awkward. I want it to be easy." That's a great vibe. That should be on a t-shirt. Whoever wrote that line, kudos to you. Finger taps, finger snaps, nigga. I don't want it to be awkward. I want it to be easy. That's how any relationship should be, whether it's, your partner, your children, anything, friendships, it should be easy. Ooh, that's a word. How can it be easy with June because she's a person you don't even fucking know? We can make it easy. Damn, chill out, Tyrell. Go talk to Jessica. We ain't seen her in a month of Sundays. Just like Dad learning how to do your hair and me learning dances when you wanted to do your posts. She says, "I want to know when she got her period." See, did I talk about that? I ain't even say nothing. I ain't even see this. I knew she was gonna talk about her cycle. Oh, thank God. Well, ooh, child. My mama, she didn't know how to tell me how mine came. You don't know this TMI. I didn't even know without me being too much. Never mind. Next. "I want to know who her first love was," she says. "I want to know when her first time was." She says, "And if your ass is honest with yourself, you probably got some questions for her too."
For the first time since I was 9 damn years old. I have a mom, Tyrell, and I'm so happy that if I could finally talk to her. Do you want to hate her that much that you don't want me to have her? Damn. Now, Samantha, you said some deep shit. All right, we're back at the palace with Nicole and Mama. So she was checking her phone. She thought that was Kat. And so Anita was like, I understand Chelsea has stepped away from the purse launch. So we found out that Kat has been like redoing the pre-recorded of the purse launch, ads and stuff because they are definitely ready to go. So they just do a little small talk about, Chelsea and that she's very, very much so traumatized. So I want to say Anita says that she probably will have them both over to see how she can help them. And Anita tells Nicole, there you go again, putting others before yourself. Nicole, baby, you have every right to mourn your marriage. But are you saying that there may be a resurrection in mind? Now, this beat that they're playing, I wonder is that the Forever Boo or Forever Bay song by Keith, because his song premiered on yesterday on the show on 9/16. So I'm wondering is that his song? It's because I've never heard that type of music on here before, unless there was some type of love scene. But I'm thinking that's the song. So, she said, "My head is saying no, but my heart." So Anita says, "Okay, here's the question. Are you really interested in a second chance with Ted?" Yes, that's the song, Forever Bay. That's the song. It's cute. Yeah, go ahead, Keith. Or are you just afraid of what's next without him? Nicole says she thought that letting go was the right thing, the only thing. Honey, she said, then I saw his fine ass standing there, unguarded, still reaching for me. Oh, and the song is not helping. It brought back feelings that I never thought I would have again. Oh, I have chills listening to this. The way she's talking about him. I guess Leslie is gone, and so she's doing a voiceover that how people thought about them. She was never bored, and they're playing the song. Oh my God, I want to cry. This song is so beautiful. I've heard it before, but to see it, looped in. I think Cynthia sent it to me before, like a few months ago when he first did it, and I follow him on IG, and I heard it. But to see it mesh together, I I I don't know if I feel sorry for his ass, but yeah. Let me listen to it. Let me bop. That was so sweet. I'm not gonna go through all the words, but the voiceover and stuff. He went to his phone in this hotel and was looking through all of their photos together. It was the way that they meshed it in. I was wondering how they were gonna mesh it in, but they did good. That was really cute. The song is beautiful. It's called Forever Bay. Oh yeah, Forever Bay, I think. And so you can go to Keith sings or Keith something sings, and you'll see his the whole video. And I think that Nicole Daphne is on the video, the actual video. When the last time we seen a video for a song, y'all? Whew. Matter of fact, so if you made it this far, what was your favorite music video back in the day in the 80s or 90s or whatever? Mine's was Remember the Time by Michael Jackson. That whole scene about Egypt and him being a magician and the dance sequence, the best for me. So I would like to know what was your favorite music video back in the day, if you can remember that, because I don't even think they make music videos. Everybody's dropping singles and shit, but they don't do videos. So what was your favorite music video? Tell me in the comments below. All right, back to the fucking show, and I see Leslie with my purse. Honey, I got that same purse, and she's at the country club. I'm surprised she's in there. They finna probably throw her ass out. Okay, okay, yeah, they finna throw her ass out, and Eva is sitting there. Hello, baby girl. Eva was like, you okay?" And so Leslie was like, "Yeah. Why did you ask?" You know what? I think Eva has that witchy poo power, just like Kat does from Ted's side. Because remember, Kat said that she had that high, what is it, vibrational. You have that unction, that intuition that you're intuitive. I think Eva has that intuitive, just like her. Since Ted is the pappy,
she has that same intuitive spirit like her grandmother on Ted's side. She has it because she's like, "Mama, what's wrong with you? I feel something." Ava was like, "I mean, because ever since that money hit, honey, you've been giving polished and rich. Well, today is giving just a day off." Okay, I mean, I just was rushed, that's all. And I wanted to not be late to tell you my news. So I circled back around to the Jarvises and we are golden, golden. Congratulations, Mama, I guess. Okay, before you spill the news about you about to be the worst neighbor to the Duprees, I need to tell you and say something about Tad. About what? I don't think he's doing well without Nicole. Really? Leslie says. I mean, his whole world is like built around her mama. And to have her not there, be there for him anymore, he's left hanging. And Martin and Kat not fully forgiving him, so that leaves me. When I saw him earlier, he was so broken up. Well, I don't think you need to worry about Tad, Leslie says. But I do. But as mad as I am at him, I don't think I could just walk away from him. So I'm going to tell him that he can still count on me. Look, when I dropped by Tad's room earlier, he wasn't there. Well, maybe he was there and he was just occupied. He was like, "Bitch, what the fuck you talking about?" Because if he knew if it was me, he would have answered. Not if he's busy. That's what Leslie tells her daughter. And Eva says, "Busy doing what or doing who?" Hee hee. Leslie says, and Eva's looking like shocked as fuck. She's like, "What the hell?" Oh. So we're back at the palace. So Anita and Nicole are still talking, and Anita just talks about the fact of when she wanted the articulates back together, she really could not admit to herself what she really wanted. Excuse me if you heard me hit the microphone. Sorry, boo. Owning what I did to Barbara was at the heart of it, she says. Oh, that was a monumental mountain of hurdles, Mother. But I'm so sorry that it came with a life-size Leslie price tag. And Nicole says to her mammy, she says, "And you're not going to tell me what to do." Shit, Anita was like, "This the decision is yours, sweetheart. And once you make it, you own that shit. And a week from now, a year from now, it won't feel like this." Oh, Nicole's like, "Mama, you make it sound so easy. You know, when you and Danny were young, she would always go to her father and you would always come to me." Because she knew that she could wrap Daddy around her little finger, honey. Of course. She still does that today. I was always wondering why Danny went to Vernon more than she goes to her mom. It makes sense now. Honey, Danny needed an audience and a cheerleader. And your father could facilitate both of those things with a dash of discipline. So Nicole was like, "And I needed," Anita says, "room to make your own decision." Danny's words were, look at me. And yours were why and how. Well, that's because I had you as an example, Mother, Nicole says. You always handled everything like a boss. It just looked like I did. Sometimes if I had been more open about my own pain, you girls wouldn't feel guilty as you struggled with what feels like mistakes right now. Wow. That is a word too. This is a heavy episode today. A lot of nuggets. A lot of nuggets. Give yourself room, sweetheart, to feel what you feel and then do what the fuck you want. Baby, we're back at the country club. And girl, Eva says, "You and Tad? Tell me you didn't." Now Leslie's ass. I knew she was going to tell it. Look, girl, I shouldn't have said anything. Now I've upset you. You wanted me to know. You pulled it out of me. Bitch, I told you how out of his mind he was and how full of fucking booze he was because I was worried about his ass. So you just happened to take your ass by there and seduce him? Hey, look, we are both adults, okay? One thing led to another, and that is between the both of us, all right? Even if, and Aviva was like, "What?" Even if it didn't end the way I wanted. Okay, she said, Eva said, so being reunited didn't feel so good. So you're telling me as a way to punish him? Oh, come on, honey, you are overreacting, all right? I did what I did to try to bring this family back together again, and it didn't work out. All right, but I shot my shot. Girl, so delulu. Kat gave her that great title. That damn Eva says. This isn't Hamilton, mama. You should have kept your shot to yourself. The- Whoever wrote episode 130, bravo to you, boo. These scripted, the scripting in this one is dope. So good. Danny is only missing. Danny has the deep shit, but this had nuggets. Thank you, Scene 130 script writers. I've been here for all of it. All of the crazy shit you pulled. I covered for your ass and I took care of you. Even when everyone else told me to stay the fuck away from you. Because I love you. Oh, baby, don't be like this. This wasn't even about you. Eva says, it never was, mama. No, it never has been. I've been saying that every week. Leslie don't give a fuck about Eva. Family? What she mean a family again? Ted didn't even know that she was pregnant. So what you mean bring you guys together as a family again? Girl. Eva, come on. So we see this man coming in the background. Everybody's looking when she got up. Eva got up. Yeah. So she's screaming and everybody's looking and so Eva runs out of there. So, yeah. So, we see the club president show up. Miss Thomas, he says. Oh, well, if it isn't the president of the club. Good to see you again, Gabe. Oh, please listen. Please join me. Oh, and you have got to call me Leslie. Gabe sits the fuck down. His sharp self. Go ahead, Gabe. You looking all president-y. And he sits down and she's like, you know, you were so right about the club treating me like a lady. Oh my God. Do you know that Jerome handed me a glass of champagne before I even needed that I needed it or knew that I needed that shit? Honey, this is money. He says, I'm glad that you're enjoying yourself, Miss Thomas. She's sipping her champagne. It's like, honey, I'm just settling in. That her daughter ran out of there at least a good 5 minutes ago, and that bitch did not try to go chase her at all. She just sat right there. She just sat there. He says, about that shit. We need to talk. Ooh. Well, it's time to rip off the bandage. We are at Orphy Jeans and we see June in the background just scrubbing the the tables. That girl working hard. You hear me? Naomi was like, hey, June, come over here, boo. All right, we got a better look at the damn menu. So it's a Chesapeake omelet. So what is in the Chesapeake omelet? It's like fish, shrimp, because the only Chesapeake I know is like seafood, Chesapeake Bay, stuff like that. So y'all got fish? Okay. Okay. It's $13.99. Okay. Get them sprouts off that damn menu, y'all. Got chicken fried steak, $11.99. I thought it was $10.99. Okay, Chesapeake omelet, $13.99. How potato salad, $5, and the sprouts. Okay. All right. No, it is $10.99. This is really blurry. The Chesapeake. No. No, the chicken fried steak is $11.99. Chesapeake omelet is $13.99. All right, all right. Well, June is saying this is my first step, honey, letting myself want more from life. Go ahead, June. So Naomi was like, maybe it was just too much to put you here, honey. Maybe it was just too much, okay? Eric wanted to tell you, but I volunteered and I thought it might be a little bit more easier coming from me. Is it about the free meals, honey? I can always give them back to the right people. She said, Eric done made up his mind, honey. He said it ain't gonna work here. Nope. He says, look, the manager says that you're pure sunshine, Jacob says. But this place has a really high volume. And he makes his bottom line off turning tables. Turning over the tables, you know. Yeah. Wait a minute. Am I fired? Yeah, girl, you fired. Is he saying I'm fired? Huh? And the lady she gave the wrong omelet she just walking past. The lady she had a line, honey. Wait a minute. She stopped. She says, wait a minute, is the manager firing June? Go ahead, girl. You better have a line. Girl, I found out about casting. When I tell y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all what I know. How can I say this? um It's hard work. Um, yeah, it's hard work. That's all I'm gonna say. Without giving out too much. It's being on this show is hard work. It's hard work. And a lot of people who got these speaking lines, they did that shit, and I ain't mad at them. So I'm still gonna look for me a role and stuff like that whenever they have their auditions. I'll be looking, I'll be stalking that fucking page. But if y'all see me in the background, don't be tripping. Yeah, cause filming for TV is hard. I want to do film too, so I want to dab my toes in film. Definitely, I'm still taking my acting class, but y'all doing this is hard work. Oh, June says, I guess I don't have what it takes to cut it. Oh, so the lady was like, "Girl, after hearing your story, honey, I thought that Orphy Jeans is supposed to be all about the heart, and this right here feels mighty fucking heartless." So Naomi tells her, "Girl, you might want to tell that to the manager." And that lady was like, "Yeah, okay, we'll see about this shit." So yeah, that lady got something to say. She like she got money. So we're back at the red door upstairs with Tyrell and Samantha. So he just apologizes to her for shutting her down. So she says okay, she should have talked to him before she talked to Martin. And so he was like, "It's okay. You ain't got to clear shit up with me before you talk to anybody else. I'm cool. All right, we're gonna listen. If anything pops, yes, not next." He just says that if she needs her, she needs her. If she needs him to be right there, he'll be right there with her. So I think it's a very touching scene. He was like, "Look, girls are weird." Yeah, that's why she needs to talk to her mammy. So let her talk to her mammy. All right, next scene. So we get back at Orphy Cheese. That damn Jew to about, "I'm back, baby." So apparently Naomi didn't. It was that lady who got her on fire. She's about, "You got me on fire. You both are like my fairy god folks." No, that lady got you on fired. Shit. Jacob was like, yeah, thank the customer who vouched for you." Yeah, it wasn't them, it was her. So Naomi was like, "Girl, now help your ass out, okay? Just help yourself out. Use that little pad that you got on your hip and write shit down, bitch. And no more free meals for us, all right, girl? Being lovable only gets you so far." That's what he said. She looks out far away. "What's the matter, girl? What's the matter, June?" "I've got a job. More people have smiled at me today than in the last year. I've got something to be proud of, honey. I cannot complain." So Naomi kind of picked up what she was putting down. "Look, girl, we talked about this shit, June. The kids are going to talk to you whenever they fucking ready, all right? You can't rush that part." And then she says, "It's not like I can just do one thing right. What I want most would just walk right through that door." And guess what? Just like clockwork, the twins traipsed through the front door of Orphy Jeans. I'm telling you, some days you have days like that when everything goes right. Yeah, we have those days when anything goes fucking wrong. But you have those days when everything goes right. And today was her right day. Good for you, June. Okay, we're back at the hotel. So we see Ted getting dressed. And I noticed that earlier before Leslie left, his clothes were on a little chair. And there was a tie, a shirt, and some pants. And I noticed that as he was cleaning up, the tie was missing. So I think that she might have picked up his tie. I think he might have noticed that his tie was missing because he was going to go um look underneath his bed. So he thought it was Dana. "Dana, I thought I made myself clear, bitch." This mad ass Eva, go get underneath Tomas, please. You getting on my fucking nerves being so mad. "I just let myself in just in case you were sleeping it off." He says, "Hey." She goes right past him and goes straight to the bedroom and sees all the messy sheets and shit all over the the pillow. You dirty motherfucker. That damn bed is torn apart, baby. That damn bed is like, what? Yeah, honey, we did that. Is that some grease? Or no, it's the shadow from the damn tree. Thought that's some grease on the headboard. Yeah. Did you smell it in there? Eva, I know you smelled that shit. He was like, "Eva, yeah, I thought, oh, okay, I thought that your mom was trying to play a trick." Yeah, okay, the trick I played on your mom about the house, it didn't work. But keeping her away from my family, I can't apologize for that. So he thinks that Eva is still mad about the fact of the trick that he played on Leslie. Shit, they done fucked, honey.
All of that don't matter. When I tell you she looking at him like this some bullshit. She looking at his ass like this nigga. I smell it all in the house. In the damn room. Get the fuck out of here, T. You are right you right about me wanting an apology. I know what you did with mama. And why the fuck is she whispering? It's just them two in the room. What the hell, Ted? So Nicole and Nita comes to the country club, and Leslie with her toxic ass goes straight to them. You have to try the Dover sole, the truffle reductions. Mwah, delicious. Nicole was like, bitch, I am glad you savored your last fucking meal here. Oh yeah, that. Yeah, that was a surprise to have the board revoke my membership. Oh my God, what is about to happen? Oh, she finna spill the tea. Oh, since own a home in the community, I was under the impression. You can buy your way in, bitch. Tradition means everything here, she says to Leslie. This is what Nicole tells her. But perhaps if that makes you feel that uncomfortable, bitch, maybe you should live elsewhere. Oh, Nikki, traditions were meant to be broken. The board, yeah. They were gonna throw me out like trash. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't tell me what the fuck? I made them see, honey, that I belong here. Oh my God. What did she do? Did she pay for that spot? I bet you that bitch paid for that damn spot. Uh, so the Dupree money is nothing compared to the Thomas money. I don't know what they're going to do. Like I said, it's going to have to be a man. It's got to be a man that's going to have to come along and take her attention away from them. It's got to be. It has to be. We're back at Orphy Jeans for the last few minutes, and we see Samantha approach her mama, which is June. I was going to take your order, honey. I'm going to write it down and everything. I guess just guessing is very, very much frowned upon in this establishment. So Samantha was like, I forgot how funny you are, Mom. Well, we don't want to interrupt you on your first day of work. Oh, congratulations, by the way. I mean, I was wondering if you have some time. So June was like, girl, I can't. I mean, I want to, but I can't. My manager will fire me, she says. Oh, no, 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 not now, Samantha says. Just some other time when you're not working. And you can see Jacob just looking and staring in the background. Jacob! Stop it, Jacob, you nosy ass. There's some things that I just want to ask you. I mean, but only if you're interested. Oh, she says, I would love that. I get 2 days off this week and you can have both of them, baby girl, if you want. That's so sweet. So we're back at the hotel with father and daughter. I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna name this episode. Um, yeah. Ted is so surprised. Oh, she told you. After I asked her not to. Leslie does the opposite. Oh yeah, we're back at the hotel. And so Eva was like, wait a minute, you're surprised? I'm shocked that her ass ain't made no IG reel yet. Right. With noises and all of that. Sound bites and shit and music. She might have the forever babe. He was like, you really think she'll do that shit? She was like, why her? I mean, you love Nicole. You want to be back with her. It's like you hate my mother. He's like, look, I don't hate your mother. She was like, apparently not. He's like, look, I was lonely. Damn. Nicole put me down hard. Boom, boom. And I was hard for Leslie. Boom, boom. And she was there. Oh my God, here she go. I saw how bad you were, but using mama to pull you up out of this? Why do you keep making Leslie like she's the fucking victim when she came over there after you told her that your father was drunk and he needed to sleep it off, but she went over there? Oh, God. Eva, when I tell you, I love Amber. Amber is blessed. That girl is anointed. Look at one of my oldest shorts. The girl will give you a word. But this character is so ridiculous when it comes to always making her mother the fucking victim. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I really do hate it. I hope one day she wakes the fuck up. I know that's her mama. I hope that they find out one day that that's really not her mother. I hope so. But she's still gonna have problems in letting this woman go because she raised her. Oh, I can't. I hope that this girl is not the mom. I really, because it's just ridiculous. It's just ridiculous. Of course, he says, use or no. I mean, I told Dana that this was just a lapse. Yeah, you lapsed and fell in that. Look, I was trying to tell Mama there was nothing left between you, and then you go behind my back and prove me fucking wrong. My boyfriend is calling me right now. I have to call him right after I finish this. I got 3 more minutes. Come on, let's go. He says he is well aware of all of his actions, and this is not what he intended. Whatever, nigga. You told me that I can count on you, but you're just as reckless as she is. No, no, you're more, because you actually knew better. Oh gosh, she gets on my fucking nerves. I'm sorry, y'all. She's a beautiful girl, but her loyalty to her mom fucking sucks. Boy, I was just so mad at you for toying with her over that house, but I prefer that shit than the cruelty over this. At least she knew where she stood. Mama rocked all of our lives over a love affair that ended almost 30 years ago. What the fuck do you think that she's gonna do now that your ass hit the refresh button on all of her crazy? So we're back at the country club. So Nicole was like, bitch, do you think that if you pretend that you're still a member, that you're still a fucking member? That's a very hard lesson that you're gonna have to face over and over and over again. That's what Anita tells Leslie. See, like Bill said, when it comes to Leslie, you have to be ahead of her. By the time you try to think of these little schemes and shit that she's doing, you're too late. She already knew the bullshit that was going to happen to her when she became a member. That's why she already had money locked up. The girl is always 10 steps ahead of them. They're so behind. That's why they need Bill. Bill was like, look, y'all better stay ahead because crazy like that can win every time because she's not just crazy. She's smart. She's very smart. Anita says money doesn't buy you class. But it's unfortunate though, because maybe if you were allowed to stay, you can learn some manners. Ooh. Are you giving the etiquette lessons, Aunty Nita? Leslie says. Because, girl, if you are, I am down. Especially now that I have time. I mean, especially since my bestie has given me some more of it. What? Nicole says, what? Oh, yeah. Gabe Froman, the president of the country club board? Yeah, he paid me a visit. Oh, do you know he told me there were actually objections to my membership? So that's when I had to pivot the conversation to meet his needs. Nicole was like, bitch, you tried to seduce Gabe? Leslie says, you're so cute. No, nothing like that. I actually offered my services for the whole membership. And how was that? Anita says. Well, I'm endowing a new sports wing for the club. What? Voila! The Leslie Thomas Sports Complex coming this spring. Gosh, he's so. Ugh. Well, actually, next spring gives us more time. And I tell you, that damn Anita. Phew. Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be grand, darling. So grand. She just rubs it in their face. I hope that they have one of those big, giant red ribbons, you know, the ones that you can take and take those really big scissors and cut it. Nicole was like, I know what the fuck I would like to do with a giant pair of fucking scissors. And then, ooh, what the fuck she get ready to say? Oh, Nikki. Oh, she looks in her purse and, could you please do me a favor and give this to my teddy weddy? It's the tie. The fucking tie. And she tries to give it to Nicole and she just, oh, okay. She threw the tie on the table. She said, of course you can give this to him whenever you see him or not. And that is the end of episode 130. It was decent. It was decent. It was good. It had a lot of nuggets in it. I was hoping it was going to be a dream. I hope that his ass was going to be too drunk to fuck, but he did. So, all right, let me go ahead and get this uploaded on you this way to you. Please excuse me if I sound congested, if you heard me snuffing and reading in the beginning was a little slow. It's all right. We here. That's why y'all love me. Right. Okay. All right. See y'all in the next video. Bye.